Brandon, Julian, Jeff, Kevin, and Jordan. Careful in the rhythm section, drivers. Be careful in the rhythm. Come on, computer. Come on. All right, one moment, guys. Computer froze. Yeah, this thing sucks. All right, looking for a few more drivers. Get all my drivers checked in. Looks like I have all my marshals. Get all my drivers to the track. Keep doing laps, folks. Keep on driving. Keep driving. Yes. Okay. Yeah, keep on driving, everybody. I want to make sure I get everybody checked in here. So just keep on driving. Keep on driving. All right, looking for a check from Theo and a check from Sean.
"45 seconds to the start of the race."
All right, folks, looking for Theo and Sean. Theo and Sean. Careful in the rhythm section, drivers. Careful in the rhythm.
Race.
All right, there's Theo.
10 car 10.
All right, Sean, are you going to make this one?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Somebody check on Sean. No. Let's get him in this one.
Less than 5.
We got pretty full groups tonight, so. All right, how's it looking for Sean down there? All right, well, go ahead and hop on. I got to get this one going. Just hop in, hop in. Oh, there he is. Okay, we'll let Sean get situated on the driver's stand, and we are going live loop. All right, so go whenever you like. Your time doesn't actually begin until you cross the start-finish line. We're just doing qualifying here, 2 rounds of qualifying. Later in the night, we'll do the main event where we're racing heads up. Heads up, 7 up. 20 seconds in. I don't actually have any 7-Up. Maybe the soda machine does, though. Yeah, Joe Colicchio going 18-4. Theo 19-9. Alex 22-9. James 25-4. We got Mark going 22 flat. All right, we're 45 seconds in, drivers. Joe, Theo, Mark, followed by Alex, James. Joe, Theo, Mark, James, Alex, Nicole, Anthony. Hey, Sean, do you have a transponder? Okay, there we go. Maybe. I'm not sure your transponder's working, Sean. Well, it would still come up. If it's working, it would come up. There we go. Okay, now it's working. Careful on the back straight, drivers. Got 140 down. Right now it's Theo on top of the leaderboard, followed by Joe, Mark, Sean, James, Alex, Nicole. All right, we got 2 minutes in, 4 minutes to go, drivers. Right now, Joe on an 18:06 for pace. Got Theo 17:01, Mark 17:02, James also 17:02. Got Sean 16:03, Alex 16:20. 2:15 down, drivers. 3:45 left in this one. Oh, careful in the rhythm, guys. Careful in the rhythm. All clear, all clear. Fast lap so far. James going 18:0. Got Joe in 18:4, Mark 19:2, Theo 19:1. 2:35 in, 3:25 remaining in this race. Got Joe now 4 seconds up on Theo. Theo 0.5 ahead of Mark. Mark 2.5 ahead of James. Got James 7 seconds up on Sean. Sean 8 seconds up on Alex. Okay, drivers, we're approaching halfway. 3 minutes down and 3 minutes to go. All right, 2:45 remaining, drivers. Joe Colicchio now to the front, followed by Theo Lynn, Mark Ryan, James Colicchio, Sean Torres, Alex Dane, and Nicole Nina. Got 2:30 remaining, drivers. Race leader driving the blue car. Got battle for the 2 spot. Mark, Theo, and James, all within 2 seconds. Careful on the back straight, drivers. Go inside. Go inside, please. Go inside. Go inside on the back straight. That's not the inside. You're doing good, Jordan. All right, 4 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Oh, a little pile up in the middle here. I could just mentally hear that car say, "Get off me." All right, we got a minute 40 to go, drivers. All right, a minute 30 left in this one. Joe now 9 seconds up on James. James 0.9 ahead of Theo. Theo 2.4 ahead of Mark. Mark 6.2 ahead of Sean. Sean will lap up on Alex. Careful on the back straight. And that is clear. Minute 10 to go, drivers. A little help in the middle, please. Thank you, sir. All right, we got 1 minute to go, drivers. Give me Joe on top of the leaderboard, followed by James, Theo, Mark, Sean, Alex, and Nicole. 45 seconds remain. Careful in the rhythm section, drivers. Be careful in the rhythm section. Yeah, these guys got Jordan working overtime here. I've seen him running all over the track. 25 seconds to go. Careful in the rhythm section on the exit. That is clear. 20 seconds to go. Closest battle here, Theo versus Mark. They're less than 1 second apart. Oh, a little help on the tabletop. Be careful at the tabletop, drivers. Be careful at the tabletop. And that is clear. Got 5 seconds left. Oh, careful in the rhythm section, drivers. Careful in the rhythm. That's clear. Keep on going, drivers. Keep going.
Joe
Computer.
Colaccio done.
Computer will tell you when you're done. Uh-oh. A little pile up in the rhythm. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Well, Joe, you are done. So.
James Colaccio done. 10 car Ted done. Alex Dang done. Mark Ryan done.
All right, got 2 cars left on the clock here. And we got Alex still doing laps with them.
Nicole Mina done.
Hey, I see no harm. All right, one more lap for Sean, guys. One more lap for Sean. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Joe Colicchio taking that one, going 18:06. Got James going 18:16. Margot's 18:17. Theo 18:17 as well. Sean going 17:05. Alex 16:20. And Nicole going 7. All right, folks, I'm going to need all my drivers from that last one to come on out to turn marshal. Up next is race number 2.
Chef Dave.
That is going to be Lucas Ron Dave, Brian
Ryan
Ryan,
R.
Martin
Randall.
King.
Lucas Sichiglowski. Ron Williams.
All right, just looking for a few more cars to check in. Got my turn marshals out here, it looks like. Thank you all for being prompt. Let's get you over here. Okay. Do we have anyone? We have someone here? Do we have anyone over here? Yeah. All right, I might call on you to marshal a future race.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race." Brian Cassidy.
All right. What happened to Martin and King? Martin Arroyo, King Arroyo? Hey, Theo. Theo,
30
I'm going to have
seconds
you
the
marshal a
start of
later
the
race. All right, Martin and King. Yeah. They're not here?
Fifteen
Okay.
seconds to the
No
start
King?
of the race.
All right, well, we
Less
got
than
Martin.
5.
Yes. Who has who to marshal? Oh shoot. Yeah, yeah, either Theo or Sean. Theo or Sean. If I can get one of you guys to come out here and take Anthony's spot. Is that?
King Arroyo. Martin Arroyo.
Cool. Yeah, where was Anthony's spot? Let's get Sean to Anthony's old spot. Although, let's get you over by the bathroom. Yeah, help those folks out, please. Be an easy job for y'all. As my boss likes to say, many hands make light work. All right, folks, we're gonna go racing here. All right, we got Lucas going 17-6, King an 18 flat, Brian 17-7, David 18-1, Ron going 20, Ryan 20, Martin 20. 35 seconds into this one, and King already losing the body shell. That was 40 seconds in. So if you had King losing the body in the first minute on your bingo card, there you go. 50 seconds in, Brian Cassidy out front, followed by Dave Kreider, Ron Williams, Lucas, Ryan, Martin, King. And King coming in for a quick pit stop here, getting the body reattached and trying not to run into Dad there. Remember, that is the race team captain. All right, a minute 15 in, 4:45 to go. All right, 130 down, 4:30 to go. A long race ahead here. Dave Kreider currently working on a 21-lap pace. So is Brian, followed by Ryan on a 2013. Lucas a 2015. Ron going 1904. Martin 1801. And King 1605. I think Brian's transponder may have missed a lap here. Oh, missed another lap. Okay, I'm going to have to hand score you, Brian. Your transponder died on me. Hamburgers and hot dogs. That's all right. I got you. I got you, baby. 2:15 down, 3:45 to go. Yeah, I'll try to count all your laps, but I only have 10 fingers. It's all right. The computer does the work. We got 2:35 down, 3:25 to go. All right, careful in the rhythm. That's starting to clear up here. There's Brian. All right, so you're running order right now. Dave, Lucas, Brian, followed by Ron, Ryan, King, and Martin. Fast lap being set by Lucas, going 16:8. Doing great. Just past 3 minutes down, just under 3 minutes to go, drivers. Dave Kreider on a 21:11. We've got Lucas 21:17. Brian 20:08. Ron a 19 flat. Ryan 19:09. King 18:08. Martin at 17:18. All these drivers on decent paces here. 17 laps and better. Got 2:25 remaining. Careful on the back straight. Turn one. Clear, clear. Looks like it's clear. All right, 2:05 remains. Dave. Oh, Lucas now to the top spot by just half a second here ahead of Kreider. All right, we got a minute 40 to go, drivers. All right, Lucas, Dave, Brian, followed by Ron, Ryan, Martin, King. Yeah, Lucas 21:17. Oh, now Dave 21:17. You got Brian in the 3 spot, 20:05. Ron a 20:18. Ryan going 19:06. Martin 17:07. Looks like King is off the track. Got minute 10 left in this one, drivers. All right, 1 minute to go. Careful in the middle. Lucas holding on to the top spot. Just half a second ahead of Dave Kreider. At 35 seconds left. looks like the other closest battle. We got Ron and Ryan about 4 seconds apart. Everyone else pretty well spaced out here. Got 25 seconds remaining. Dave now up by a tenth, so top spot's going to go down to the final lap. Got 15 seconds left, drivers. 10 seconds to go. This time by, Dave up by half a second. Ooh, Luke is thrown down a 16.6 this time around. New hot lap when it counts. All right, this is going to come down to the finish here, folks.
Ryan R. Randall done. Martin Arroyo done. Chef Dave done. Lucas Sichiglowski done.
All right, one more car.
All drivers are finished.
I see
Ryan
what happened
Cassidy
there. Okay.
done.
All right, Lucas. What a 21-14 edge out Kreider by 1.4. Got Kreider going 21-15, Cassidy going 20-02, Williams in 19-01. Got Randall going 19-06, and Arroyo 17-04.
Horace Morales. Steve Loom. AJ Cardinale. Leader. Nelson B. Omar Man and Salsa. Ray Cilioni. Double C.
Careful getting onto the straightaway, drivers. All right, got my marshals making their way out. Thanks for being prompt, guys. Oh, careful on the straight.
The start of the race.
Clear. All right, I need someone on the far left.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, stay there, Brian. Stay there. You're good there. All right, let's see. Do I have Lucas,
30 seconds to the
Dave?
start
Let's see.
of the race.
Lucas, Brian, Ron, Ryan, Martin, and King. Do I have all you guys out there?
Fifteen seconds to the start of the race.
3, 4. I might be missing one here. I should have Lucas, Brian, Ron, Ryan,
Less
Martin,
than
and
5.
King. Well, I can see Ron, Brian, King, and Martin. Is there anybody over here? Oh, okay, Lucas. Yeah, if I can get maybe one more on the left side, maybe a replacement for Lucas. He might be attending to something. Well, this is what we got, guys. King, I hope we're in good hands. Oh, cool. Let's get you on the left side, please. Over by the Team Associated. All right, folks, let's go racing. All right, let's see. Oh, what happened to Boris? Maybe we can squeeze Boris into the next one. All right, fastest opening lap, Omar Manansala going 16.9. Cardinale 17.0. Everybody else, and nobody cracking 16 except for Omar yet. 2 laps in the books for everybody. We're 55 seconds in. Got Omar, Nelson, Ray, followed by Carlos, Art, Steve, and Mike. God, just past a minute down. Omar currently 1.1 ahead of Ray. Ray 0.06 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.7 ahead of Carlos. Carlos 1.8 ahead of Art. Art 1.6 ahead of Steve. Steve 3 seconds ahead of Mike. All right, we got some of our competitors dipping into the 16s now. We got Ray Saloni going 16.7. Got Mike Hughes going 16.5. Looking alive. All right, we got a minute 35 down. 4:25 remaining. Omar, Ray, and Nelson, followed by Art, Carlos, Steve, and Mike. $1.50 down, 4:10 to go. This is race number 3 on track. Whoa, we got one out of the park. Martin en route. And Carlos making a return to the racing surface. All right, 2:15 down, drivers. 3:45 to go. You're good to go. All right, Omar going 16.4 last time by at the stripe. I'll put his pace at 22.09. Got Ray on a 21 flat, Nelson 21.03, Art 21.08, Steve 21.17, Mike 20.10, Carlos 19.08. All right, 2:50 down, 3:10 left in this one. Got Omar 3.5 ahead of Ray. Ray 1.4 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.2 ahead of Art. Art 5 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.5 ahead of Mike. Mike 14 ahead of Carlos. Got everyone in this group 19 laps or faster. 2:50 remaining, drivers. Omar Manansala, your race leader. 22.10 in the works. 2:40 to go, drivers. Omar 22.10, Ray 21.03, Nelson 21.04, Art 21.05, Steve 20.03, Mike 20.07, Carlos 19.13. We got 2:20 to go, drivers. All right, 2 minutes to go, drivers. Omar, Nelson, Art, followed by Ray, Steve, Mike, Carlos. Omar going 16.4 once again. This pace 22.10, Nelson 21.02, Art 21.04, Ray also 21.04. Got Mike 20.03, Steve also 20.03. Carlos. Carlos is off the track, unfortunately. Yeah, a minute 30 to go, drivers. Omar now 6.7 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1 ahead of Ray. Ray half a second ahead of Art. Art 8.7 ahead of Mike. Mike 2.4 ahead of Steve. Got a minute 15 remaining, drivers. 75 seconds left. One minute to go, drivers. 1 minute left. Omar now 8 seconds up on Nelson. Nelson 1.1 ahead of Ray. Ray 1 second even ahead of Art. Art 8.4 ahead of Mike. Mike 4.4 ahead of Steve. 45 seconds remaining, drivers. Careful ending a tabletop. All clear, all clear. How's the race leader getting hung up for a moment? We'll see how that affects the pace with 10 seconds left. Ouch. Oh, man, a little trouble for Omar. Hold. Hold on a sec, Omar. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second, Omar. Just a second. Okay, go.
Nelson B. done. AJ Cardinale done. Leader done.
Yeah,
Steve
oh,
Lowe
keep
done.
going, Omar. You're still on the clock.
Ray Silioni done. All
And that
drivers
will
are
be
finished.
race drivers.
Omar Man and Salsa done.
I had to step in and make sure Omar didn't get a 14-second lap. But Omar still got a 22-lap run, taking over TQ. Yes. Okay. Understood. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. All right, we'll see you Friday.
Kevin Allen. Julian Taylor.
All right, let's get my drivers from that last group out here to turn marshal, please.
Barry Soppet. BP. Too Soon Jr. Goompa. Jordan Rivera.
Rhythm. What'd you call me?
1 minute to the start of the race.
That was my bad.
Rhythm! 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's see. Do I have all my turn marshals? Careful in the rhythm, guys. Get out of here.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, folks. This is race number 4.
15
Guys ready to
seconds
go?
to the start of the race.
Let's go. All right, we got Barry 16-1, Brandon 16-9, Bryant to 15-9, Kevin 16-3, Julian 17-1, Jordan 16-5, Jeff to 17. All right, we're 30 seconds in. Sop it down the straightaway, complete lap 2. Not the quickest time here on lap 2. Same could be said for a few of our racers here. We got 45 seconds in. Bryant's out front, followed by Kevin, Jordan, Barry, Julian, Jeff, and Brandon. All right, drivers, 5:05 to go. Bryant going 15-7. All right, Bryant, Julian, Kevin, Barry, Jordan, Brandon, and Jeff, your current running order. Oh, Bryant going 15-6 now, driving the blue car. So Bryant on a 23:05, Kevin 22:03, Julian 22:04, Barry 22:06, Brandon 21:02, Jordan 21:03, and Jeff 21:11. Got minute 30 down, 4:30 left in this one. All right, 145 down, 4:15 to go. Bryant, Julian, Kevin, Julian, Barry, Bryant now your top 3. Bryant's with a 22nd lap there. Put Barry now to the top spot, 22.06. Bryant 22.06. Kevin 22.06 as well. Brandon 22.12. Julian 22.14. Jordan 21 flat. Jeff 21.04. Oh, a little trouble for Priya in the rhythm. Need a little help. All right, 3:45 to go. So Mirafuente's pace now 22 flat. Careful, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight, back straight. Go inside, back straight, back straight. All right, we still got a wheel out there. All right, wheel is clear. All right, 3:15 to go, drivers. All right, we're coming up on 3 minutes remaining, drivers. Brian, Barry, Kevin, followed by Jordan, Jeff, Brandon. We got 3:15 down, drivers, 2:45 to go. Right now, Bryant Mirafuente back to a 23-lap pace. Got Barry on a 22.02. Kevin a 22.06. Jordan 21 flat. Jeff 21.02. Brandon a 21.05. Oh, Bryant going 15.6 once again. That is the blue car. All right, 2:15 left. Bryant now 3.5 up on Barry. Barry 2.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin is 6 seconds ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.2 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.1 ahead of Brandon. 2 minutes left, drivers. All right, 1:50 left. All right, 1:40 to go, drivers. Brian, Barry, Kevin, Jeff, Jordan, Brandon, your remaining contestants. 1:30 to go. Bryant, a little bit of a long lap there. That is going to diminish his lead here. Bryant now up on Barry by just 0.2 of a second. 1:15 remains. Bryant's pace now 22.01, Barry 22.02, Kevin 22.06, Jeff 22.14, Jordan 21.03, Brandon 21.10. 1:10 to go, drivers. All right, folks. Bryant and Barry now separated by 1.3. Barry that time around going 16.0. Way to go. All right, 30 seconds left. This time around, Bryant 2.4 ahead of Barry. Barry 4 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 4.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 7.5 up on Jordan. Jordan 3.4 ahead of Brandon. 15 seconds, drivers. Five seconds left. Keep on going. Do not stop until you hear the computer say your name. If you want to do an extra lap, you're welcome to do so as well.
Barry Soffit done. BP done. Jordan Rivera done. Kevin Allen done. Too Soon Jr. done.
And
All drivers are finished. Goompa done.
that'll be a race, guys. Bryant goes 23.15. Barry at 22.02. Kevin 22.07. Jeff 22.10. Jordan 21.02. Brandon 21.04. All right, folks, time is now 7:13. Let's get round two going at 7:20. 7:20, round number 2. That'll be 7 minutes from now.
10 Cartet. $31.8. Mark Ryan. Steve Liu. $19.6. $17.6. $20.4. $52.6. $19.6. $17.4. $28.5. $20.6. $31.4. 1, O flat. 19.4. 16.9. 20.5. 20.4. 17 flat. 19.8. 24.5. 20 flat. 18.7. 21.1. 16.8. 19.4. 118.7. 17.3. 18.8. 18.4. 17 flat. 20.3. 39.9. 16.9. 19.3. 22.2. 16.5. 19.4. 16.7. 18 flat. Chef Dave. 16.8. 17.9. 115.6. 18.2. 17.7. 17.9. 16.7. 17.2. 19.9. 18.2. Barry Soppet. 16.7. 19.3. 104.8. Sean Torres. 16.6. 17.8. 18.3. 16.2. 17.9. 18.9. 50.2. 30.1. 46.2.
All right, folks. It's time to start round number 2.
Ten Quartet. 10 Quartet. James Colicchio. Anthony Zachiglowski. Joe Colicchio.
All right, I got most of my drivers checked in here. Careful straightaway, straightaway. All right, straightaway is clear. Let's get our turn marshals to the track. That'll be Brian, Barry, Kevin, Jeff,
1
Jordan,
minute to the
Brandon,
start of the
Julian. If I can
race.
get you guys out here, please. Oh, man, somebody lost a wheel. Well, we still got a second here. Let's get,
45 seconds to the start
is this
of the
spicy
race.
meatball or meatball? Ah, darn.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, it looks like we are down to 5 here.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, do I have marshals on the right side of the track?
Less
We're
than
good?
5.
Okay. All right, well, as soon as we get this car flipped over, we're going to send it. All right, when you cross the line, your time will begin. All right, we got Theo going 19.4, James 19.6, Anthony at 20, Sean going 18.6, Joe going 18.1. Joe's lap will be the fastest opening lap here, 40 seconds in. These guys working lap number 2. Got James going 18.8, Theo 19.3, Sean a 19.2, Anthony at 21, and Joe 18.8. So Joe starting off with a pair of 18s. That is going to put him on a 20-lap pace. Dance, Barry, dance. All right, 105 down, 4:55 to go. Joe Colicchio out front, followed by Sean, James, Theo, and Anthony. And this time by Sean Torres is going to take the lead for a moment. Then James Colicchio going to come in and swoop the lead. All right, so James currently half a second ahead of Sean. Sean is 3 ahead of Theo. Theo 4 ahead of Joe. Joe 5 ahead of Anthony. Oh, careful on the back straight there. All clear. Oh, James Colicchio going 17.8 and doing great. He's now on a 20-10 for pace. James starting to hit his groove here. 150 down, 4:10 to go, drivers. All right, we got James 20.09, Sean 20.16, Theo 19.12, Joe 19.14, Anthony on a 17.20. 2:10 down, drivers, 3:50 left in this one. All right, 2:25 in, 3:35 left in this one. All right, 3:20 to go, drivers. James, Sean, Joe, Theo, Anthony, your full order. Straightaway, go wide. Oh, we got one on the teeter-totter going the wrong way. Shouldn't let that guy near a teeter-totter. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. James, Sean, Joe, Theo, Anthony, your full running order. All right, James 3.5 seconds ahead of Sean. Sean 2 seconds ahead of Joe. Joe 5.6 ahead of Theo. Theo 22 up on Anthony. All right, good to go. And we got some close racing action here. Joe and Theo going wheel to wheel for a moment. Got 2:15 left in this one, drivers. All right, 2 minutes to go. James, Sean, Joe, Theo, Anthony. Got James on the 2013, Joe 1904, Sean 1906, Theo 1915, and Anthony 1715. Got a minute 45 left in this one, drivers. James now 8.9 ahead of Sean. Sean 1.9 ahead of Joe. Joe 4 seconds ahead of Theo. Theo almost 2 laps up on Anthony. 1:30 remains, drivers. A minute 20 to go. Oh. Minute 10 remains. Closest battle here is going to be Sean versus Joe. They're 1.5 apart with 1 minute to go. Oh, a little help in the middle, please. .40 seconds to go. Oh, Anthony bouncing it off the fence. Getting it back on all 4 wheels. 35 seconds remain. And the closest battle now is going to be Theo versus Joe. Just .08 apart from each other at this lap. 18 seconds to go, drivers. This time by Theo, up by .4 ahead of Joe.
Sean Torres done. James Colicchio done. Anthony Zachiglowski
One
done.
more car.
10 car Ted done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that'll be a finish.
Colicchio
James
done.
taking the W here, going 2012. Got Sean 1903. We got Joe going 1909, Theo 1910, Anthony 1711. All right, so James going to move up to 16th overall. Sean going to move up to 18 overall. All right, moving on to race number 2. This one is going to be Lucas, Dave, Brian, Ron, Ryan, Martin, and King.
Lucas Zachiglowski. King Arroyo. Martin Arroyo. Chef Dave. Ron Williams. Ryan R. Randall. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, looks like I got some turn marshals out here. Do I have turn marshals on the right side of the track? We have one, okay. Let's
30
see, my
seconds to
turn
the start
marshals
of
from
the
the
race.
last race should be James, Sean, Joe, Theo, Anthony. Yeah, there was only 5 drivers in that one, so I don't know. Maybe if I can get somebody to help out on the. Let's
15
see.
seconds to the start of the race.
There's 2? Okay, cool. All right, folks. We're good to go. We're going to go racing here.
Less than 5.
All right, Dave Kreider's starting us off here. Dave Kreider's starting us off with some paninis earlier. That was definitely awesome. Thank you, Dave. It smelled great in the pits earlier. All right, Kreider going 18-0. Lucas is 17-1. Ron 19-5. Martin 19-2. Ryan is 17-2. Oh, man, King working on the car again. All right, 40 seconds in, 5:20 to go. Ryan Randall out front, followed by Dave, Lucas, Ron, Martin. Got 2 laps into this one. All right, 1 down, 5 to go right now. Ryan Randall 21:03 for pace. Got Lucas 20:07, Ron 19:06, Dave 19:07, and Martin 19:08. So 3, 4, and 5 got the battle going on right now. Those 3 cars all within about a second. Minute 25 down, 4:35 left. Lucas going 16:8 that time by. 16:8 and doing great. That puts his pace to a 21:14. Got Dave Kreider going 17:1 that time around. His pace now at 20:12. Ryan going 20:15. We got Ron 19:05 and Martin at 19:15. All right, drivers got $150 down, 4:10 left in this one. All right, Lucas going 16:4 last time around at the stripe. Oh, we got Ryan Randall going 16:9 last time around. All right, 220 down, 340 left in this one. Lucas, Ryan, Dave, Ron, Martin, King, and Brian, the full order on the screen. 230 down, 330 left in this one. All right, 250 in, 310 to go. All right, 3 minutes in, 3 minutes to go. All right, 3:15 in, 2:45 remaining in this one. Lucas, Ryan, Dave, Ron, Martin, your order of the drivers on track. Yeah, Lucas on a 21 lap pace. Careful back straight, back straight. That is clear. 2:30 remains. Lucas 0.9 ahead of Ryan now. Ryan 10 ahead of Dave. Dave 0.1 ahead of Ron. Ron a lap up on Martin. Got 2:15 to go on this one, drivers. Lucas 21:13, Ryan 21:16, Dave 20:15, Ron 20:18, Martin 18:11. All right, 1:55 to go, racers. Lucas, Ryan, Dave, Ron, Martin. This is race number 2 on track. We got 1:45 to go. Minute 30 left in this one. minute 20 remains. Lucas now 1.7 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 10 ahead of Dave. Dave 5 ahead of Ron. And Ron a lap up on Martin. Got a minute 10 to go. 70 seconds remain. A minute to go, drivers. 1 minute left. Oh, careful, back straight, go wide, back straight, go wide. Put him on the inside, please. "40 seconds left. "25 seconds to go, drivers. "15 seconds. Ryan has taken the lead. And let's see how this one finishes out here. Gonna be close.
Chef Dave done.
Wow, it's gonna be really close.
Martin
It's gonna come
Arroyo
down to the
done.
final lap here. They
Ron
are.
Williams done.
Oh, little
Lucas
bobble there.
Cichigloski done.
Lucas is finished. Let's see what Ryan can do here.
All drivers are
And that
finished.
will be a race. It's going to be Lucas
Ryan R.
taking that
Randall
one.
done.
21-14. Ryan going 21-20. Dave 20-04. Ron 19-10. And Martin 18-05. All right, drivers, moving on to race number 3.
Leader. AJ Cardinale. Ray Cilioni. Steve Loom. Nelson B. Boris Morales. Double C. Omar Man and Salsa.
All right, my turn marshals will be Lucas Ryan, Dave, Lucas Ryan, Ron, Martin King, and that'll be it. All right, this is race number 3. Got everybody checked in.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, got all my turn marshals out here. We'll get this one going. I got Siglowski's marshal out here. I got King.
45
I
seconds to
got
the start
Ron.
of the race.
All right, do I have marshals on the right side? 1, okay, I'm guessing that's Ryan.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Can I get Martin? All right, folks, we're going to
15
get this
seconds
party
to the
started
start of
here.
the race.
Drivers, we're going to get this gun going in less than 5. Oh, hold on. False start. All right, hey, Carlos, you can't park there. All right, folks. Well, unfortunately, we've lost Boris. We're going to get this one going in less than 5. All right, Omar going 16-6, Mike 16-8, Nelson 17-0. All right, Ray going 16-9 on the opener. Fastest opening lap going to Omar. Got 35 seconds in. Right now it's Mike Hughes on top of the leaderboard. Followed by Nelson, Omar, Steve, Ray, Art, Carlos. We got 55 seconds in, 5:05 remaining. Nelson B now going 16-5, looking alive. All right, 105 down, 4:55 remaining. Oh, Nelson, Mike, Steve, followed by Ray, Omar, Art, Carlos, your full running order. All right, we got Nelson on 22:09, Mike 22:10, Steve 22:16, Ray 21:06, Omar 21:15, Art 21:17, Carlos almost on a 20. Got minute 30 down, 4:30 to go. 16-5 from Mike Hughes. Now put him to the front now. 22:09 is Mike's pace. So Mike, Nelson, Steve, your top three. Race leader down the back straight. Got your second place car, Nelson B, making his way through the middle portion of the track. Got Ray Saloni now making his way up to the 3 spot. He is on the right side of the track, making his way into the rhythm. Ah, a long lap for Mike Hughes. That is going to move him backwards. 2:10 down, 3:50 left. Right now it is Nelson 22:13. Careful in the rhythm, guys. That is clearing up. Nelson on 22:13. Steve 21:04. Ray 21:06. Art 21:11. Omar 20 flat. Mike 20:05. Carlos 19:01. Got 2:30 down, drivers. 3:30 left in this one. Nelson B 22:13. He's 4 seconds up on Ray. Ray 0.3 ahead of Steve. Steve 4.2 up on Art. Art 0.6 ahead of Omar. Omar 7.3 ahead of Carlos. Carlos 2.3 ahead of Mike. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go, drivers. All right, Omar still holding fast lap in this one, 16-4. 2:15 to go, drivers. Nelson's pace now 21 flat. Steve 21:06. Art 21:13. Omar 21:15. Ray 20:04. Carlos 20:14. Mike 19:04. One down the middle. All right, 2:30 to go. Nelson, Steve, Art. Nelson, Omar. Nelson, Steve, Omar, Art. Ray, Carlos, Mike, now your order. Wow, Omar for 15-7. I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility. Might have. I mean, that is kind of a Bryant lap. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Careful in the rhythm. All right, a minute 45 to go. Oh, left side, left side. Oh, no. Minute 30 to go, drivers. All right, minute 20 to go. I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up having to add 2 seconds to the time. Just based on what I see here. Got minute 10 to go. So let's see. Estimated position. So Omar actually did go faster in round 1, so it's kind of a moot point. But Omar leading this one, followed by Nelson, Art, Ray, Steve, Mike, and Carlos. So Omar 2107, Nelson 2113, Ray 2113 as well. Art right there with him 2114. Then we got Steve 2003, Mike 2004. So 2 battles going on in the final 30 seconds. We got one Nelson, Ray, Art, and then we also got Steve and Mike battling for the top 5. 25 seconds remain, drivers. $15 seconds left in this one. All right, time is about to expire here.
Leader done.
So Hughes got caught at the line.
Omar Man and Salsa done. Steve Loom done. Double C done. Nelson B done. AJ Cardinale done.
One more. And
All
that
drivers
will be
are
a race,
finished.
drivers.
Ray Cilioni done.
So it's going to be Omar taking that one, 2105, Nelson 2110, Art 2111, Ray 2112, Mike 20 flat, Steve 2001, Carlos 2007. So you're gainers in that one. Mike Hughes gaining 2 spots, and Carlos Cortez moving to the 17 overall. All right, moving on to race number 4, drivers.
Too Soon Jr. BP. Kevin Allen.
All right, so the stewards have determined that no further action is necessary.
Barry Soppet. Julian Taylor. Jordan Rivera. Goompa. Eric Basiudin. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, folks, looks like everybody's ready to go, so we're
30
going to go.
seconds to the start
You
of
want
the
one more
race.
lap, Eric? Go ahead. Oh, hold it. What's up? What's up? Oh, okay. All right, well, yeah, if you guys
15
want an extra
seconds to
lap,
the
go
start
ahead,
of the
everybody.
race.
Go ahead, take a lap if you'd like. Take a lap, take a lap.
Less than 5.
And take another lap.
El Tigre.
All right, folks, got everybody added in. We're going racing, drivers, in less than 5. All right, folks, this is race number 4, the final qualifier of the night. All right, we got Soppy going 16-2, Taylor 16-4, Miranda 16-5, Priya 16-6, Rabar 17-0, Vasutin 17-1, Allen 17-2. Mir Fuente lap 2 of 15-8. Oh, back straight, go wide, back straight, go wide, all clear. Okay, we got 3 laps in the books for everybody, almost everybody. Gonna be Brian Mirafuente out front on a 22:03. Got Allen 22:06, Perea 22:07, Miranda 22:08, Rabara 22:11, Vasutin 21:04, Soppet 21:04, Taylor 21:13, Wilson 20:18. All right, folks, $120 down, 4:40 left. All right, 1:30 and 4:30 left. So Mirafuente now 22:03. Round 1, he went a 23 lapper, so he's got a little bit of pace to gain if he wants to improve on that. Mirafuente now 22 flat. Trouble in the rhythm, trouble in the rhythm. All right, rhythm's clearing up here. We got 2 minutes down, 4 minutes left. And that might put Kevin Allen to the top spot here. We'll see as they cycle around. Careful, turn one, go inside. Careful in the rhythm, 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 go outside. Rhythm, rhythm. 2:15 down, 3:45 to go, drivers. Right now it's Mirafuente out front. Now it's Miranda out front. Now it's Allen out front. So Kevin currently on 22:13, Barry 22:15, Julian 22:16, Jeff also 22:16, Jordan 21:01, Brandon 21:06, Eric 21:07, Tony at 20:16. All right, we got 2:50 down, 3:10 to go, drivers. Barry Soppet going 15:8 that time by. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. All right, Kevin, Barry, Julian, followed by Jeff, Jordan, Bryant, Brandon, Tony, and Eric. Got 2:35 remaining. Kevin Allen now to the front, up on Soppet by .02. Those guys 0.6 ahead of Julian. Julian 1.2 ahead of Bryant. Bryant 2 seconds ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.2 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.4 ahead of Jordan. Got 3:45 down, 2:15 to go. All right, 2:10 remains. Barry now on a 22:09. Kevin 22:10. Julian 22:11. Brian 22:13. Brandon 21 flat. Jeff 21 flat. Jordan 21:01. Tony 20:08. All right, looks like your gainers here. We got Julian Taylor on pace to potentially go top 5. We got Brandon Perea on pace to gain 3 spots. A minute 40 to go. So Julian's pace right now, 22:11. If he wants to try to eclipse Miranda for the 4 spot, it's got to be a 22:10.5. Let's see, we got Tony Wilson, 18th overall at the moment. That pace is getting better. A minute 10 to go, drivers. Kevin, 22:07 now, equaling his round 1 run. Barry 22:09, about 7 seconds off his round 1. Careful rhythm, guys. Go low in the rhythm. 1 minute to go. All right, Taylor's pace now improving. Careful in the middle, guys. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. And it's clear. 40 seconds left, drivers. .30 seconds left. .20 seconds to go, drivers. Kevin 0.3 up on Barry. Barry 2.5 ahead of Julian. Julian 2.7 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 4 up on Jordan. Jordan 2 up on Brandon. Well, Brandon just thrown down a 15:9. 5 seconds left, drivers. go.
BP done. Jordan Rivera done. Barry Soffit done. Julian Taylor done. Kevin Allen done. Too Soon Jr. done.
All right,
All
and
drivers
that
are
will be a
finished.
race. Kevin Allen taking
LT
that
Gray
qualifier,
done.
followed by Barry, Julian, Jeff, Jordan, Brandon, and Tony. Your gainers in that one got Julian moving up to the 5 spot, finishing 0.2 of a second off of Jeff. And then we got Brandon moving into the 8 spot overall, only 0.3 off of Jordan. And we got Tony moving in the top 13. All right, folks, we'll get the mains sorted out. Hey, King, are you going to make the main events? King, yes or no? Okay. All right, folks, so here's how we're going to do it tonight. So we're going to put 6 cars per main naturally. We're going to take 2 bump ups from each lower main to the next one. All right, so we got 5 races tonight. First race up is going to be Martin, Mark, Anthony, Alex, King, Eric, Nicole, Boris. Top 2 of that one will bump up to the D. Our D group is going to be Carlos, James, Ron, Sean, Joe, Theo. C group is Tony, Dave, Ryan, Mike, Steve, Brian. B group, Jordan, Brandon, Nelson, Ray, Art, Lucas. And A group tonight, Brian, Barry, Kevin, Jeff, Julian, Omar. So top 2 cars from each lower main will advance to the next one. All right, we'll get this party started about 8:10, drivers, 8:10. We'll start calling up the first main event.
Chef Dave. Eighteen flat. Seventeen eight. Sixteen nine. Seventeen flat. Seventeen four. Seventeen five. Eighteen two. Seventeen one. Seventeen one. $26.2. $17.4. $23.4. $17.2. $16.2.
All right, guys, before we start our main events, I would like to ask you guys to give a round of applause to Dave Kreider. All right, folks, so it's getting to be about that time. Time for the main events. Let's check in with our E-Man drivers, see if these guys are ready to go. Martin, Mark, Anthony, Alex, King, Eric. I know we have a couple of scratches here. I hate it when that happens. Dude, I've done that more times than I can count. All right, race number one. Race number one. We got a couple of drivers here who have potential to climb the ladder. All right, turn marshals for this one will be Bryant, Barry, Kevin, Jeff, Julian, and Omar.
Eric Vasiudin.
Omar, you made the A-man tonight. Good job, bro.
1 minute to the start of the race. Anthony Zachiglowski.
So, Omar, I was thinking earlier, maybe I should steal your paint colors because I always see your car.
45 seconds.
I should steal your colors because I can always see your car. I think it's the orange that catches my eye.
Mark Ryan. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Separated by what?
All right, waiting for a few more cars to check in, waiting for a few more marshals to arrive. All right, marshals, Bryant, Barry, Kevin, Jeff, Julian, Omar.
Martin Arroyo. Less than 5.
All right, folks, let's get those cars straightened out, and let's get the grid set. All right, number one is going to be Martin Arroyo. Let's get Mark Ryan on the number 2, Anthony Zaglowski on the 3, King Arroyo on the number 4, and Eric Vasutin on the number 5. What's up? We got a little bit of track maintenance. Okay, we're good? All right, just verifying we're good to go. All right, we got Mr. Taylor straightening out the grid. All right, folks, this is our E-main event. Got Eric Vasutin doing the basement challenge tonight. He's going to start from the bottom and work his way up. All right, folks, we're going racing here. Less than 5 drivers. Here we go. Martin Arroyo leads them off. Oh, trouble for your race leader. King now to the top spot. Oh, and a mishap at the table. Got that one go. All right, fair game. 20 seconds in. Mark Ryan out front. King Arroyo now to the front. Side by side over the jump. Vasutin now to the 2. Arroyo in the 3. Mark right there with him in the 4. And we got Anthony in the top 5. 35 seconds in. Down the back straight they go. It's Arroyo, Vasutin, Arroyo out front. Now Vasutin putting the pressure on the youngster. Trouble for Martin. Trouble ahead, guys. All right, we got 55 seconds down, 5:05 to go. Oh, King going a little wide there. A little too hot. Vasutin takes advantage and takes the top spot. Into the room section they go. So King got to try to throw a tow rope out around the leader. Careful there, Anthony. So, yeah, just try to draft the leader here. Copy his lines as much as you can. 1:15 down, 4:45 left. Eric Vasutin out front, 17-0 last time by. King going 17-9. 125 down, 4:35 remaining. Race leader down the back straight. 17-0 once again. 17-9 for King once again. All right, 1:40 in. Vasutin and Arroyo 1.9 apart. Oh, trouble at the table. All clear, all clear. Oh, trouble in the middle. Rhythm. All clear, all clear. 150 down, 4:10 to go. Vasutin now 2.1 ahead of Arroyo, but Arroyo having some problems there. Oh, having more problems. Careful in the rhythm section, guys. Got marshals in the rhythm. All clear, all clear. 2:10 down, 3:50 left. Vasutin going 16.8 last time by. So we got Vasutin out there doing some testing and trying some new things on that car. 2:25 down, 3:35 to go. Right now, Eric 13 seconds ahead of King. King 3.6 ahead of Martin. Martin 17 up on Mark, and Mark 8 seconds ahead of Anthony. Yeah, King setting his best lap last time by 17.3. Way to be. Oh, a little trouble for Vasutin there. Oh, Brian lifting his leg like a dog at a fire hydrant. 3 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Took me a split second to figure out how to word that in a PG way. 2:50 remaining here. Race leader making his way over the tabletop. Your second place car on the right-hand side of the course. Oh, trouble in the rhythm. I think he has a displaced camber link, it looks like. If you can drive it to Bryant, you might be able to pop it back on. Oh, man. We got 3:35 down, 2:25 left. Well, since we got 5 cars in this one, it's still going to be a podium picture. We got 2:10 remaining. Hold on a sec. And go. So I got Eric, looks like he's 11 seconds up on King. King almost, now he's 17 seconds up on Martin. And Martin 2 laps up on Anthony. So this one, all of our runners are on their own lap, so to speak. Eric working lap 15, King working lap 14, Martin on 13, Anthony on 11. Yeah, 1:30 to go, drivers. Eric that time by going 16.8, doing great. All right, 1:20 left in this one, drivers. Hey, I think Eric might need another battery at some point. Got 1 minute to go. Eric going 16.5 last time by, backing up a 17.1. 50 seconds to go, drivers. Oh, getting a little wiggly there. 40 seconds remaining, drivers. $20 seconds remain. So next race up is going to be our D group. Be ready to go, guys. I might need a few volunteer marshals for this next race. After that, we should be good to go, but this next one's going to be a little bit of a struggle. Going to need a little bit of help. All right, folks, when you cross the line, your race will be done.
Martin Arroyo done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. King Arroyo done. All drivers are
All right,
finished.
folks, that will be a race. So
Union
Eric
done.
and King make it on to the D-Main. Your podium for this one, Martin, Anthony, and Mark.
Double C.
Hey, Kevin, Kevin Allen, could you do me a favor? If Bryn gets busy, could you be on
James
standby for
Pollock-Chio.
podium picks?
10 car
Thank you,
10.
sir.
Joe Pollock-Chio. Ron Williams. Sean Torres. One minute to the start of the race.
That's awesome.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I may need some turn marshals in this one, please. If I can get my
30
drivers
seconds to the start
from
of
the
the
last
race.
one, I'm also going to need a little bit of help.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. King Arroyo.
All right, gonna need some turn marshals here. Grid order. We're gonna put Cortez 1, James 2, Ron 3,
Rice
Sean
Ben
4, Joe 5, Theo 6, Eric 7, and King 8. All right, so if I can get Anthony,
Double
Mark,
C.
Martin, I'm gonna need a little bit of help in addition to those 3 drivers. So if I can get a few volunteers out here, that'd be much appreciated. I need a little bit of help on this one, guys. Once we get through this one, we'll be all right. Just need a little bit of help on this one. Just got this one race that we need a little help on. Cool, thank you. All right, if I can get maybe one more in front of the driver's stand, one more in front of the driver's stand. I don't know, somebody, anybody, just one more in front of the driver's stand. I think we'll be good. Just one more in front of the driver's stand, please. Just one more turn marshal, please. One more, just one more, guys. Just need one more to help out. Thank you, Ryan. All right, folks, we are going to get this party started here. Drivers ready, less than 5. A little bit of a pile up here at the start. Yeah, things getting a little crazy here. Everybody in close quarters. Try to avoid contact. Don't be super aggressive. Wow, Vasutin from the basement to the top. Careful in the rhythm. Need help in the rhythm. Go inside in the rhythm. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Martin. So it's going to be Vasutin out front. Williams up to the 2, followed by Torres. And we got Arroyo in the 4. And Cortez rounds out the top 5. 45 seconds in, 5:15 to go. Ooh, I heard that one. All right, so Vasutin out front. He has a bit of a margin here ahead of Williams, 2.9 seconds. We got Ron 1.5 ahead of Sean. Sean 0.5 ahead of King. And it's a battle here, mid-pack. Ron versus Sean versus King versus Carlos. Whoa, a little bit of a pile up here. Everybody being aggressive there. 125 in, 435 left. Careful in turn 1. And we got battle through the rhythm section here. All 3 of these guys driving very strapped. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, Sean. Hold on. Okay, go. All right, a $145 down, 4:15 to go. So we got Eric Vasutin 7 seconds out front. Ron Williams 5 seconds up on King. King 2.5 ahead of Theo. Theo 0.5 ahead of Carlos. Carlos 0.4 ahead of Sean. Sean 1.2 ahead of Joe. Joe 3 ahead of James. All right, 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. Race leader making his way through traffic here. That is going to be the blue, green, gray with the flow red. Vasutin going 17-0 last time by. He's starting to look like he might need a new battery next race. 2:25 in, 3:35 to go. So yeah, we're getting about 8.5 minutes on Vasutin's battery right now. No Vasutin down the back straightaway. 21:14 is the pace. Careful back straight, go inside, go inside. That is clear. We got Vasutin 10 up on Williams. Williams 3.5 up on Arroyo. Got King 3.5 up on Carlos. Carlos 2.3 ahead of Theo. Theo 3 ahead of Joe. Joe half a second up on James. And James 5 up on Sean. All right, 3:15 down, drivers, 2:45 left in this one. Vasutin out front, followed by Williams, Arroyo, Cortez, Lynn, Calicio, and Torres. This is our D-man, race number 2 of the round. C-man is up next. Right now in the transfer spots, it's Vasutin and Williams. $2.20 left in this one. Race leader over the tabletop. We got second place making his way onto the back straight. Your third place runner right behind the race leader. So Vasutin going 16-9 that time by. Careful turn 1, guys, turn 1. Stay calm, guys, stay calm. 1:55 remaining. $1:45 to go. It's going to be Vasutin 17 up on Williams. Williams 2.5 up on Cortez. Cortez 9 ahead of Arroyo. We got Arroyo 2.3 up on Lynn. Lynn 5.9 up on Calicio. Minute 30 to go here. All right, folks, $1:20 remaining. Cortez going 16-9 last time by. New PR. We got Cortez closing in on the second place runner. So, we might have a battle here. So second and third coming up on Theo there. All right, a minute to go. Careful, back straight, back straight. Oh, man. Dead car, dead car. That took out one of our front runners. So Williams and Cortez now taking over the bump spots. Oh, it sounds like a slipper clutch or something. It sounds like a slipper came loose. 30 seconds left, drivers. We got battle here. Cortez versus Williams out front. Down the back straightaway they go. 7/10 is the gap here. These guys about 12 seconds clear of Arroyo, so you don't have to win, but you don't want to finish third, as they say. 5 seconds left. Cortez and Williams cross the line, and time has expired.
Artet done. Joe Colicchio done.
When you cross the line, you will be done.
Sean Torres done. King Arroyo done. Double C done. All drivers are finished.
All right, that
Ron
will be a
Williams
race,
done.
drivers. So Cortez and Williams will get the bump up to the C-main event. Podium for this one is going to be King, Theo, and Joe. King, Theo, Joe. Grab your cars, head to the podium, please. Then I'm going to need you guys to marshal. All right, up next is our C group. C main event here is going to be Wilson, Kreider, Randall, Hughes, Leung, Cassidy. No Cassidy.
Leader. Chef Dave. Ryan R. Randall. Steve Liu.
All right, I'm gonna need a little help out here. Sounds like somebody's stuck. All right,
1
folks,
minute
careful
to
on
the
the
start
left
of the race.
side. I'm going to need some turn marshals out here. If I get all my drivers from the last one, if I can get my B-main drivers to check in on this one. Sorry, my D-main, rather.
45 seconds
My
to
bump
the
ups
start of
across
the
the
race.
line, get you guys added to this race. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Go wide. Careful in the rhythm. Go wide.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I am looking for turn marshals, please. If I can get all my drivers from the previous group. King Theo, Joe, Sean, Eric, and James.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Left hand
Less
was the
than
right
5.
answer.
Double C.
All right, let's see.
LT
I
Grant.
got King, I got Eric, I got James and Joe. Do I have someone over here? All right, we're good. Let's get the lineup set. Tony on the 1, Dave 2, Ryan 3, Mike 4, Steve 5, Carlos 6, and Ron on the 7. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers are set. All right, folks. We're going racing here. Drivers in less than 5. Here we go.
Ron Williams.
All right, we got Wilson out front. Kreider holding down 2 spot. Oh, Hughes having some problems there. Got to wait a sec. Okay. 30 seconds in. Careful at the tabletop. Wilson out front, 2.5 seconds ahead of Kreider. Kreider 1 second ahead of Hughes. And they're battling through the rhythm section here. 45 seconds in. Ooh, Hughes looking for a way around Kreider. Dumps him on his lid. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Thank you. All right, 55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. You got yourselves a good mid-pack bow. Careful on the back straight. All clear. Tony Wilson crosses the line. He finds himself 1.4 ahead of Mike Hughes. A slow lap from Tony and a fast lap from Mike there. Trouble for Tony. Vasutin makes his way to the car. Gets him over quickly. All right, folks, 130 down, 4:30 to go. Hughes now holding on to the top spot. Hughes holding down fast lap here, 16.4. Got that Yokomo looking good out there. Buck 45 down, 4:15 to go. 16.3 that time by for Mike Hughes. 16.3, way to be. Got Cortez 2.5 back. Wilson 0.9 behind Carlos. Carlos a little bit of trouble at the tabletop. That'll put Tony into the transfer spot. All right, 2:10 down, 3:50 to go. Wilson 16.9 at the stripe that time around. Cortez getting the spot back, but Cortez turning it around. Oh, getting bumped, going nose to nose. 2:20 down, 3:40 remaining. Mike Hughes, 6.4 ahead of Tony. Tony, 1.1 ahead of Carlos. Carlos just 0.5 ahead of Steve. Oh, little bobble there is going to allow Steve to the 3. We still got a battle. 2:40 down, 3:20 left. This is our C main event. Top 2 finishers will go on to the B main, which is up next. Oh, a little trouble for Carlos. 3 minutes in, drivers. 3 minutes to go. Mike Hughes, 6.3 ahead of Tony. This time by the stripe, Tony 3.6 ahead of Steve. Steve 2.7 ahead of Carlos. Carlos is 4 seconds ahead of Ron. Ron 0.5 ahead of Ryan. And Ryan clocks in 3.5 ahead of Dave. Got 2:40 to go, drivers. C-Main on track here. So, looks like Carlos Cortez making his way back around Steve. 2:20 to go. Hughes now 6.9 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 6.7 ahead of Cortez. Cortez 1.6 ahead of Leung. Leung 4.5 ahead of Williams. Williams 2.5 ahead of Kreider. Kreider 1 ahead of Randall. All right, 2 minutes left, drivers. Steve that time by 16.9. The closest battle on track right now is going to be Carlos and Steve once again. 150 remains here. Oh, we got Dave and Ron clocking in less than a second apart the line, but it looks like Ron having a problem. 140 remains. Cortez and Leung, the battle still going strong. They make their way over the tabletop to the wall ride. 130 remains here. A little tumble for Wilson there. Oh, heard that one. 120 remaining. We got Hughes 6.9 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 6.3 ahead of Cortez. Well, it looks like Leung has took that spot back. Oh, Steve now only 3 seconds back of Tony. Tony with that long lap. Hold on a sec, Steve. Hold on. Okay, 55 seconds to go. $45 seconds remaining. So it's going to be Hughes, Wilson, Leung, followed by Cortez, Kreider, Randall, Williams. And we got one out of the park, it seems. Cortez going out of the park. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Careful in the rhythm. That is clearing up. 20 seconds remains in this one. All right, so that transfer spot battle has not been settled yet. Wilson and Leung battling. They're coming up on Williams next. Time's about to expire. Down the back straight they go. And it's going to be Wilson done by a bumper
LT
here.
Ray done. Steve Leung done. Leader done. Ryan R. Randall done.
And
All
that will be a race,
finished.
drivers.
Double
So
C
your
done.
transfer spot's going to be Mike Hughes, Tony Wilson. Tony just barely holding off Steve at the end. Your podium going to be Steve, Carlos, and Dave. Rest of the order will be Ron, Ryan, and Brian. Okay, we're moving on to the B main. Mike and Tony will be joining that group.
Jordan Rivera. AJ Cardinale. VP. Lucas Sichiglowski. Nelson B. Ray Silione.
Come on, Brandon, let's sing. Careful in the rhythm, guys. Let's get our turn marshals out here, drivers from the last group.
1 minute to the start of the race. Leader. "45 seconds to
All right,
the start
looking
of
for a
the
check
race.
from Tony Wilson. I'm also looking for turn marshals too.
30 seconds
I'm
to
looking
the
for
start of
Steve
the race.
Carlos, Ron Ryan, and maybe a little bit of help. I might need a little help on this one too. Yes. Cool. Thank you, guys. I might need like 2 more turn
15
marshals,
seconds
guys.
to the start of the race.
All right. If I get maybe one more.
Less than 5.
We get one more, just one more. We'll be good to go. Just need one more on the left side. Left side. If I get one more on the left side, we'll be good to go. Thank you, sir. All right. Lineup for this one's going to be Jordan 1, Brandon 2, Nelson 3, Ray 4, R5, Lucas 6, Mike 7, and Tony 8. All right, folks. Marshals in place. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing in less than 5.
El Tigre.
All right, 20 seconds in. We got Jordan Rabar out front. Brandon Perea right there with him. Oh, Mike Hughes a little off trajectory there. Seconds in. We got Rabar clocking in 16.6. Perea 1.8 back. We got Nelson just 1 second back of Brandon. Ray 1.1 back of Nelson. Looks like Cardinale making a move into the top 4. We got 50 seconds down, 5:10 remaining. Jordan Rabar now 1 second ahead of Brandon. Brandon going 16.4 that time around. And the battle for the lead is getting closer as time ticks on. We got 105 down, 4:55 remaining. Leaders down the back straight. Another 16.4 for Brandon, 16.8 for Jordan, 16.7 for Nelson. Buck 15 down, 4:45 remaining. Jordan 0.6 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 1.7 up on Nelson. Nelson 2 ahead of Art 1 ahead of Ray. Ray 0.3 ahead of Mike. Mike is 1.2 ahead of Tony. And Tony 1.6 ahead of Lucas. Yeah, 1:40 down, drivers. Race leaders crossing over the line. 16.2s for both of them. Buck 45 in, 4:15 left. Rabar Perea making their way onto the back straight. This time by, gap is 0.2. Oh, Rabar off trajectory. Perea follows him. So Rabar did serve a time penalty there. Perea's time penalty was physically enforced. Oh, keep it together. 3:45 to go. Perea holding on to the 2 just ahead of Nelson. That's the battle to watch at the moment. Hold on a sec. Oh. Okay. 2:30 down, 3:30 to go. It's going to be Rabar 2.4 ahead of Perea. Perea is 0.8 ahead of B. Yeah, Nelson 2.9 ahead of Art 0.6 ahead of that pack. We got Ray versus Mike versus Lucas. And we got Tony just a corner back. 2 250 down, 310 remains, drivers. You got Jordan 1.8 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 0.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 3 seconds up on Art. And a little commotion here. Mid-pack, continuing the battle. Oh, he was off course, getting caught in the catch fence. Oh, rhythm. 320 down, 240 to go. Let's see how that impacts the running order. Jordan right now, 2.3 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4.3 ahead of Art. Art 0.5 ahead of Brandon. Brandon 4 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.3 ahead of Ray. Ray is 0.3 ahead of Tony. And those guys about 6 up on Mike. 2:15 left in this one, drivers. The running order has gotten mixed up a bit. Perea back to the 3 spot. He's about 5.6 out of the transfer spot. Let's see what he can do here with 2 minutes left. Well, Perea has to run the perfect race. 16.4 that time by. Good start. 150 remaining here. Jordan 1.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4.7 ahead of Brandon. Buck 45 now. Let's see. Bargo 16.4, Nelson 17.0, Brandon a 16.3. Gaps down to 4 seconds with a buck 30 to go. BP is making some progress here. Minute 25. Got Nelson 16.9, Brandon 15.9, making up a whole second on that lap. Gap down to 3 seconds. Minute 15 remains, drivers. Nelson down the back straightaway. Brandon now down the back straightaway. 16.8 for Nelson, 16.4 for Brandon. Gap 2.7. 1 minute to go, drivers. Got Art, Lucas, and Ray with their own battle going on here too. 50 seconds remaining. And this time by Nelson and Brandon matching each other at 16.5. Gap is 2.7. Brandon getting a little squirrely in the rhythm. 40 seconds remain. All right, B's coming up on traffic here. Black and Copper, give him room. 30 seconds left. $20 seconds remain here. All right, so looks like Nelson's actually closing in on the race leader now. Nelson putting his head down and charging. He knows Brandon's doing the same. All right, time's about to expire here. Careful in the back. All clear.
BP done. AJ Cardinale done. Ray Silioni done. Lucas Cichigloski done. Jordan Rivera done. LT Gray done.
All right, folks, that will be a
finished.
race. Making it to the
Nelson
A-main
B
event
done.
today. It's going to be Jordan
Leader
Rivera and Nelson B. Our podium tonight will be Brandon, Art, and Ray. Wrestle order will be Lucas, Tony, and Mike.
Barry Soppet. Kevin Allen. Too Soon Jr.
All right, this is going to be our A-main event. Final race of the night.
Goomba.
It's going to be Bryant, Barry, Kevin, Jeff, Julian, Omar, Jordan, and Nelson. Straight away?
Omar Man and Salsa. 1 minute to the start of the race. Julian Taylor. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jordan Rivera. Nelson B. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, turn marshals. If I can get BP, Art, Ray,
15
Lucas, Tony,
seconds to
Mike.
the start of the race.
I could use a little help up front. Let's see. I got Siglowski out there. I don't know. Let's see if I
Less
get.
than
Maybe if I
5.
get. Okay, Art. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's get Art there. All right, folks. Let's get our lineup set. Bryant 1, Barry 2, Kevin 3, Jeff 4, Julian 5, Omar 6, Jordan 7, Nelson 8. All right. Oh. Just kidding. Wait, are you sure, Omar? It's not straight. You good with that, Omar? Okay. No, it's triple checking. Are you sure? All right, we're going with it. Drivers ready. We'll be racing here in less than 5. Here we go. Mirafuente leads them off. Mirafuente out front. Sapa doing it. Oh, Sapa hopping a dot and losing traction. That's going to put Allen up to the 2 spot. Taylor in the 3. Oh, Brando with a bounce. An unfortunate bounce at that. All right, so Mirafuente down the back straightaway. Allen down the back straightaway. Trying to hold off Julian here. Yeah, 35 seconds in. Mirafuente out front, getting smaller in the windshield. Meanwhile, got ourselves a good battle mid-pack here. Nelson making his way up through the pack. He is into the top 5 and looking alive. 55 seconds in. Bryant now 2.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.6 ahead of Julian. Julian 3.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.2 ahead of Barry. Barry having a look there. Trying to find a way around. Nelson going a little wide there, and that's just enough for Sop to thread the needle. Good clean racing action there, guys. 120 down, 440 to go. $130 down, 430 left. Barry 0.7 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.7 ahead of Jordan. I'm watching this mid-pack battle right here. And I'm keeping an eye on Julian and Kevin here. They're doing battle as well. Got buck 45 down, 4:15 to go. Oh. All right, so Julian and Kevin, these guys, I don't think they've been more than a second apart this whole race. That is going to be the blue-green versus the white and yellow. And Barry has gotten around Nelson, but he hasn't left him here. Nelson doing a good job keeping up. Oh, Bryant takes a tumble, but with a 5.7 second lead, he can afford to tumble. Ah, Miranda doing a great job of letting Bryant by, but not Omar. Oh, well, eventually Omar gets by. Good job, Omar. 240 down, 320 to go. Oh, trouble for Bryant. Oh, that was close. Oh, dang it. Well, everyone's being a good sport about it. We got 3 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes to go. So it's going to be Julian Taylor out front, just ahead of Bryant Mirafuente. Julian Don't let him by. This is for position here. We got ourselves a battle for the lead, making its way out of that rhythm section. Oh, it is close here. Brian putting pressure on, just barely getting by him there. 2:25 to go. Let's see if Taylor can throw out the tow rope. We got 2:15 to go. So Bryant now to the top side. Oh, Taylor getting a little bit loose there. It looked like 2 minutes to go. All right, good teamwork there. Bryant now about 2 seconds out on this battle for the 2 spot. Julian and Kevin down the back straight. $1:45 left in this one. Bryant 2.9 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.2 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 4 seconds up on Barry. Barry 2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 2.9 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 7.9 ahead of Omar. Omar now 9 ahead of Jeff. 1:30 to go. Closest battle here, Julian and Kevin making their way to the tabletop. That is an Associated versus an X-Ray down the back straight. 16-3 for Taylor that time. 16-6 for Allen. We got just 1 minute to go, drivers. Mirafuente 4 seconds up on this second spot battle. These guys just feet apart, 0.3 at the line. That time around, Kevin going 16-3 and Julian a 16-5. It's give a 10th, take a 10th here between these two drivers. 45 seconds remain. Mirafuente 5 seconds up on that 2-spot battle. 35 seconds to go. And Soppet's starting to gain a little bit of ground here. He's only 2.6 back of Julian and Kevin. About 30 seconds ago, that was a 4-second gap. Careful back straight, all clear, all clear. Whew. 20 seconds remain. Looks like Julian has some breathing room here. Looks like that pipe got moved. 10 seconds left. I know the dot didn't move, I would have heard that. All right, folks, just a few seconds to the finish. Race to the line here.
Goomba done. Jordan Rivera done. Nelson B done. Too Soon Jr. done. Julian Taylor done.
All right, that'll be a race,
Kevin
drivers.
Allen
That'll be a
done.
race. Mirafuente takes the
Soppet
victory.
done.
Taylor takes the
All
2
drivers are
spot
finished.
after battling with Kevin
Omar
Allen
Man and
for
Salsa
probably
done.
about 5.5 minutes. So Brian, Julian, and Kevin to the podium, please. Well earned. All right, Barry finishing 4, followed by Jordan, Nelson, Omar, and Jeff. All right, good job, drivers. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you, Chef Dave, for giving us dinner. Yes, if you could, please turn out your pit light. We will be doing this again on Friday, folks. Friday, 7 p.m. Be there. All right, thanks again for coming out. We'll see you next time.